Look how beautiful that cookie is, guys. See it? Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Jamison, and this is how I cook. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I, like most of you, either know someone or have loved ones who have been impacted by the disease. And so, as this small token of awareness, hopefully this helps bring some attention to the importance of getting yourself screened and checked. I am going to make pink sugar cookies with strawberries. I just want to use some freeze-dried strawberries to make a pink sugar cookie. And up next on This Is How I Cook, I'm going to show you these cookies because I'm taking them to my church tomorrow to give them out to people that I want to honor for either their journey or their experience and their survival and their overcoming of breast cancer. Before I get into the recipe, guys, do me a favor in the comments, shout somebody out, either a loved one or somebody that you know who is a breast cancer survivor, a breast cancer overcomer, or somebody who you love who has left us because of this horrible disease. So up next on This Is How I Cook, I'm gonna make those cookies in honor of them. Okay guys, before we get farther into the recipe, do me a favor, hit that subscription button and turn on those notifications. It really does help my channel to grow. So I'm gonna start these sugar cookies off with 2 sticks of room temperature butter, and we're gonna cream that together with some sugar. So before I get too far down the road, I'm gonna go ahead and start beating these together with my paddle attachment on my mixer. And so I want to mix this together initially to cream the butter. I'm going to do this for about a minute according to my recipe. Now that we got our butter broken down a little bit, next thing we're going to do, we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar into this. And we're going to cream this together for about 3 minutes. All right, so we've creamed our butter and sugar together with our paddle attachment. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to scrape down the sides of my bowl before I add in my other wet ingredients. So to our creamed butter and sugar, I've got 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. So I separated the egg yolk from the egg. So I've got 1 whole egg and then 1 whole egg yolk. Next, I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is actually vanilla bean paste, so yeah, we're gonna put in 2 teaspoons of that. We wanna turn our mixer back on and whip this together with the paddle attachment until it's nice and fluffy. Okay, so we got our sugar, eggs, and vanilla mixed up. We're almost done with our cookies. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our flour, our baking powder, and our salt. So this is 2.5 cups of flour. This is 1/2 teaspoon of just regular table salt, and then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And so we'll put a little bit in here at a time. Well, we're gonna put the whole thing in there, that's fine. And then we want to turn our paddle on slow and mix in our flour. And so before we do that, I'm going to use my spoon to kind of work this flour into the butter and sugar and eggs so that this doesn't just send flour everywhere in my kitchen. And I'm going to turn this on low so that it just folds the flour into this wet batter. Yeah, here we go. So when it gets to that point where it's kind of crumbly like that, what I'm gonna do now is add in my food coloring. So I've got some red food coloring, and I'm only gonna put in, for this amount, I'm gonna put in about 2 drops. And you wanna start with a little bit of food coloring because we're not trying to make red cookies, we're trying to make pink cookies. And so we put 2 drops in there, we'll mix it together and see how it comes together color-wise. Yep, that's pretty good. That's gonna be a nice base for our pink cookies. And we've got one more cool ingredient to put in there. We're gonna put in our freeze-dried strawberries. So you can see we pulverized some freeze-dried strawberries in a blender. And I'm gonna put this into our mixture here. This is going to add a wonderful strawberry flavor to our sugar cookies and help make the cookies even more pink. So our dough looks pretty good. It looks pretty pink. What we're going to do is scrape it down the size of the bowl, and then we're going to mix it again to make sure everything's nice and incorporated. But this is pretty much what our sugar cookie dough is going to look like. And we want to be careful not to over mix this dough too much because we don't want tough cookies. And we're going to actually let this dough rest in the refrigerator a little bit and chill out so that we can get some nice rise on our cookies when we go to bake them. And so what you want to look for there is, like, you see how you've got some dough that's not quite the right color because it's not well mixed. That's all you want to do is take your time and get that up, especially off the bottom of your mixer. Look at that, y'all. Look how pretty those cookies are. That cookie dough looks. Okay, guys, this is our pink sugar cookie dough. What we've got to do with this is we're going to let this chill out in the refrigerator for about an hour. You could do this overnight if you wanted to, but the key to getting your cookies to rise is you want to start with really cold cookie dough. And so we're also going to let this rest so that the proteins in the flour have a chance to relax and we don't end up with tough cookies, because we had to do a lot of mixing there with that paddle to get that to incorporate. But this is off to a great start. I'm going to show you how I finish these cookies before I put them in the oven with a little bit of sanding sugar. And then we're going to bake these for about 10 to 12 minutes in a 350-degree oven. So while you're letting this chill out in the fridge, go ahead and preheat your oven. Okay, so we've chilled out our cookie dough and it's been in the fridge for about 2 hours. And so what I've got is a little paper plate, and I've got what they call sanding sugar. So we're going to coat the cookies in this pink sugar to help not only add to the pink color, but also to give a nice little surprise when you bite into the cookie. So all you want to do is just start by putting plenty of this down on your plate, and we're going to roll these dough balls around in the sugar. And so I'm using a dough ball scoop, and here's one of my dough balls. And so you want to roll it around a little bit in your hand, and this is going to help warm up the surface of the dough so that it makes it a little easier for the sugar to stick. Now, we're not trying to get the dough hot again because we just spent all that time cooling it off, but we want to just warm up the exterior of it a little bit by rolling it around in our hands. And so now that we got a couple of these to show you how this works, you just take this sugar and roll the dough around in the sugar until you get one of the dough balls evenly coated. And then you place this on your cookie sheet. And just so you guys can see this, I'm gonna do the same thing with these other ones. Doesn't have to be perfect, but the more evenly the coating is on the dough ball, the more evenly it will melt out when the cookies cook. And as it spreads out, when the cookies are cooking, it'll form a nice little crunchy sugar coating on the outside of our sugar cookies. So here's how we got a cookie spaced out. You don't want to overcrowd your baking sheet, but I've got some aluminum foil on here, turned shiny side down. So the dull side of the aluminum foil is turned up on this sheet, and that's the non-stick side. And so the cookies are spaced out. I've got 8 on this sort of medium-sized baking sheet, and we're gonna put them in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. And then we're gonna take them out of the oven and let them cool off of the baking sheet onto my countertop. So my countertop's pretty cool, so it helped cool the cookies down nicely. See those sugar cookies, guys? This is how I cook. Now what we want to do is give these a chance to cool. And so we're going to take these off of our baking sheet. And just let these sit on the countertop. If you have a cookie rack, use your cookie rack. But if you don't have a cookie rack, just let them sit on your countertop so that they can cool off. But those are pretty sugar cookies, guys. So guys, it's time for the taste test. You saw how easy it was to put those cookies together. I've got some cookies that I did from a test batch, so I'm gonna taste those for you right now. Let's break this bad boy in half. Here we go. First off, the texture of that cookie is amazing. The test batch I did had a little bit more sugar in them, so they spread out a lot more, and they were also a warmer dough when I put them in the oven. So you get this beautiful chewiness to the cookie. Also, I'm amazed at just how much strawberry flavor pleasantly comes through underneath the flavor of the sugar cookie. Hold on. One more taste here. Man, that cookie is perfect. Good flavor of vanilla, not overly sweet, a little bit of crispiness and crunch from that sugar coating we put onto the cookie. Guys, that is a perfect way to raise awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm going to show you guys one of the ones that I'm going to turn into the church, just so you can see the difference in the cookie. Look how beautiful that cookie is, guys. See it? That is a perfect sugar cookie. It's pink. It's got a nice luster to it when you look at it under the light because of the crisp. That is sensational. Guys, I'm Jamison, and this is how I cook. And this is also how I wanted to help raise some awareness for breast cancer. Remember, go get yourself checked for your annual exam. You can check yourself at home also. Take a moment in the bathroom, do a self-examination. And fellas, or whoever, if you are with someone that you love, encourage them to go get checked. Once again, I'm Jamison, and this is how I cook. You guys be good. I'm gonna finish this sugar cookie off. At least another piece of it. Man, gotta save those tatas.